Oh my god, where am I? Where the heck am I? Technical problems from the start. I'm sorry. Hey? I just tested this 3 seconds ago. Why the heck am I gone? Okay, give me a second. Something is not working. And I don't know why. Well, great. Why the heck am I testing stuff beforehand if it's not working then? I'll see. Maybe a quick restart will do the thing. Nope. Will not do. Okay, I'm confused. Why does it not work? It worked 3 seconds ago. I literally tested it for clicking on go live, so... The Sprout is not sending anything? But why? Why is it not doing that? Okay. Emergency panic. Let me see. Settings. Maybe I just need to put it on and off again. In settings. Does that do anything? No, it doesn't do anything. Okay. Wait. Oh, I know where the problem is now, I think. Give me a few seconds. Settings. Where is it? Ha! I fixed it. Here we go. Apparently I had 2 senders and one of them was blank. Okay, now that one is deactivated. Now the other one can be seen properly. Also, so much for that. Hello again. Now it's working, and I'm gonna get the leap motion off because it's way too hot around my neck, and I can barely live with the heat as it is. So I'll keep that toggled off for today. Also, I don't have my lights on, nothing, so the tracking may be a little shitty today. But what can I say? The heat is too much, so I need to take measures into my own hand. So a stream is possible at all. So yeah, I've been on hiatus the last 2 weeks. I think it was 2 weeks. Was it 2 weeks? Yes. Because I've been incredibly sick. I don't know what it was exactly, but basically the sickness also interfered with like my meds that I take for my heart, and well, let's say it didn't end too pretty, and I had to go to the doctors, and yeah, Odyssey later, now I'm here. But now there's the heat, so I got another problem. But at the very least, I'm here today. It's better than nothing. Speaking of today, I think we're gonna take things slow today. I don't want to go into too actiony stuff. Maybe we're just talking, or if I'm running out of topics, which will probably happen faster than I hope, then maybe we're gonna play something relaxing for once. Maybe Planet Zoo or something. I don't know what else I have. Just to go back into the flow of things. Something easy. For the start. Is that even up to date? Oh, I'll check later. I don't have time for that right now. But yeah, it's been a long 2 weeks for me. And it feels weird, kind of like streaming now again, because it's been so long since that happened. But yeah, I'm here. And hopefully I got enough water so I don't melt away without hydration here. Even though it's probably gonna wet my whole desk. Seeing, as you know, water is cold, surrounding is warm, combine and boom, you get a messy wet disaster. Okay, yeah. Do I have topics beside my sickness? I'm gonna be honest, I'm not feeling comfortable talking about being sick for 2 weeks. There's not much that you can't imagine. Use your imagination on what happened. It's just the usual stuff. Hey, thank you very much, Orion. Yeah, I am doing a little better, yes. Otherwise, I would definitely not be streaming today if I weren't doing any better. To be honest, I was thinking about already streaming last Thursday, but my status hadn't been that great yet, so I refrained from doing so. But yeah, how are you doing? I hope you're doing better than me currently. I don't even know how I gotten this sickness. My guess is because I had this tooth problem that needed like immediate care, and I needed to go to like an emergency station for that. And I waited there for like 4 hours till they could fix the tooth. And I think maybe one of the people waiting there kind of like gave me a little gift in the waiting room. Huh, okay. Okay, it's better than nothing, right? It's way better than nothing. That can happen, yeah. Especially now that nobody's wearing masks anymore. It's a higher risk of getting something. The most funny thing, I already said this on my Discord, but of course I didn't tell the story here yet because I didn't stream since then. The most funny thing is, I was completely sick, and normally I don't go to the doctor like instantly. I take some time until it's like a harder case until I go, and it's gotten to the point where it was a harder case, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to my doctor. And funny thing, it turned out my doctor was sick too, so yeah. When it gotten even worse, I went to like a stand-in doctor for the time being, because what can you do when even your doctor is sick? Try to avoid close packed spaces if I can. Yeah, me too. But in that case, I couldn't avoid it. Normally I go like get groceries like way in the morning on Saturday, where it's not that packed yet and stuff. But at doctors, you don't have much of a choice. If it's full, right? To be doctors were occupied, so I got a nurse instead. Yeah, the nurse here in that office were like, doctor is not in the house. We're not taking anybody. They were just there for paperwork and nothing else. Nobody else came in for anything, I guess. Or maybe when they had taken like regular blood samples, maybe that thing. Which reminded me, I had to turn in a blood sample as well. But nothing came of that. Which is good, because that means I don't have any vitamin deficiencies. Because I had that like last time I had to give some blood. I had a little bit of a vitamin deficiency. Don't ask me which vitamin it was. Something with a B, but I don't know that. There's like, how many B's? A lot of B's. But I took a little bit of that, like, extra for like 2 months, and I think now we're good again, because I haven't been taking these for 5 months now. But it was still good. Of course, like my inflammation value is high, but that's like normal when you're sick. Blood tests be scary. I close my eyes when they do it. That doesn't really bother me that much. I have no problems with that. But that's probably because I had to like give so many so many piles of blood in my life. And there's definitely worse things that can happen to you, I can tell you. There's way worse things that can happen. way worse things. Don't mind seeing other people's, but not my own. Yeah, there's a lot of people that have that problem, though, that they having problems seeing their blood. I mean, an understandable reaction from the body, like... Am I dying? Ah! I mean, it's understandable that the body would be reacted that way, right? It just doesn't get the message that it's a regulated amount of drop-in. And it's not dying. I'm losing part of myself. Emergency. That reminded me of the one time I wanted to actually like go and like English. I don't know what's in English. Give some blood, you know, for purposes. God, I don't know what it's called. Give me a second. Donation. Okay, blood donation. Okay, yeah. I'm an idiot. My brain is not working. It's hot, okay? That's my, so I was going to a blood donation because I wanted to donate blood, but they wouldn't take my blood. Because I have been taking too much medicine stuff, and I have, arrhythmia problems with my heart, so they wouldn't do it. So I render all for nothing. They didn't want it. My filthy blood's not worth anything. Yeah. But yeah, I know a lot of people that like when they donate blood they literally faint and stuff, so that's what I want to talk about. Like, it's important to drink a lot, even if it's just a small blood sample. It's still liquid that needs to be replenished. And you know, in this heat, you have to like drink a lot of stuff anyways. It doesn't really matter. Blood or no blood. I'm technically just... I'm gulping down water like crazy here. Drink blood. No, water! If you drink blood, that's not gonna help you much with recovering it. Because that's not like good liquid. At least I don't think so. I'm no expert. But isn't blood too thick to actually like count as good liquid? That's like drinking I don't know, sauce or something. Is a billionaire doing that to de-age himself with his son's blood? With a transfusion. And it's weird. It's weird. People always go into such big lengths to de-age. I mean, we're all aging, sadly. It can't be stopped. So, some people just need to give up and accept what nature has in store for them, right? Even if it's horrible, but all of life is basically horrible, so you're getting used to it after a while. It's not that bad. You have to see the good things in everything, and that's it. You got a massive fear and a lot of money to spend. Yeah, I forgot, if you're a billionaire, maybe your priorities are shifting, you know? You're having so much money, you're probably oversaturated on whatever you can get. But to be honest, I think that's also like a problem of the person being the billionaire. Weirdly enough, most people that become very rich are weird. So I don't know, is being rich making you weird, or is being weird a prerequisite for getting rich? I'm not sure. Doesn't look very fun. He follows the same 16-hour routine every day and eats 200 pills daily. Also become immortal, and then it probably won't even work. You know what I mean? Also, same 16-hour routine sounds... I mean, it's not like everybody else is not following a quote-unquote same-hour routine every day. But I'm guessing normal routines leave more freedom of what you actually want to do. And not the routine of like only for like the body de-aging. Like the normal routine of like work and dishes and whatever. Also, the 200 pills would scare me. I only have to take a few pills and I already am so fed up with taking pills. So, I don't know. Even if it doesn't seem to be worth it if you live the same day every day forever. Yeah, I mean, if you're not living, what are you living for? That's what I always ask myself when I see a lot of people that I know, like, work themselves to death. They're like working. Like, only working. Even if they're free time, they're doing more work so they can get extra money and stuff. And I'm like, okay, so you got a pile of money now. Well, what do you do with that money? You don't live anymore. Like, when you die and you have a pile of money, you're still dead. Everybody's dead, just with different piles of money. Is it that? No, those people need to do something. You need to live for a reason. Can't even stand taking vitamins. As I just told, I had to take like these B vitamins at some point a few months ago. And that's the only ones that I ever took. But weirdly enough, the pills that I had for that tasted like orange. I think they put something in so they tasted better. Because they were somehow coated. And that was not that bad. Because it was kind of like if you just, you know... If you're eating like some cough drop by accident. Or a gum. Saving up for retirement vacations probably. But then a lot don't have enough energy to enjoy a lot of things. Or, I know nobody wants to hear this. What if you don't even live until your retirement? You know? That's always a possibility that can happen. Who knows? That's what I always tell myself. Like, you can plan, and don't get me wrong. I am planning literally everything in my life. I am absolutely over-planning everything. I'm the most planniest planner there is. It's just the way I am. But... because of that, I can tell you... the life expectancy is... not something you 100% can calculate to a certain age. There is always the possibility that you die beforehand. So you should have backup plans for that. Like, sprinkle the fun across the life a bit, and not put it all to the end. That's a bad idea. I mostly improvise. I mean, that's a good thing, right? I am not doing good with being spontaneous or improvising. I need a plan for everything. Basically, when something comes along my way and I haven't planned for it, I panic. It's literally that simple. Like, somebody coming over and wanting like a decision from me that I haven't thought about for at least a month. It kills me each and every time. I'm like, panic mode. Only got this one shot, so I want to get everything out of it. Exactly. And that's why I plan everything. Because nothing can go wrong. And then everything goes wrong anyways. I know. But I think it's just compulsive for me. I just need to plan. I don't know. It makes me more at ease if something is planned, even if it not 100% goes the way I planned it. Even though most of the time I have a plan B, C, D, all the way to C, and one of them is gonna happen. I'm normally thinking of all possibilities, so I'm always prepared. It's a short-term plan, there's less chance for interruptions. True. But something can always happen. Even if you're just making a shorthand plan, like, okay, at 3, I am gonna go to the coffee and meet up with person X. And then at the same time, I can also, like, fetch something from the shop there because I'm passing it. And then, boom, person says they're not meeting you. Then what do? Do you switch around the meeting? Do you do it on another day? How do you get the stuff that you wanted to get from the shop? Everything can happen, always. Hey, Careful, yeah, I'm still living. You wouldn't believe. But I am living. Barely, because the heat is trying to kill me right now, and I think it's succeeding. But the sickness has gone back by a lot. I am now back to existing in a normal frame. Happens with you all the time. You mean that, like, things, like, go out of the ordinary? I'm trying to, have everything planned beforehand. That makes me feel safe. Easier to steer if it's a short-term plan. I mean, maybe. As I said, I'm not that spontaneous, I can't do it. It's just... I'm not the kind of person to... If I ask somebody if they want to go... let's say for family. If I say, do we want to get something to eat in the restaurant on Monday? Whatever's. Put a date there. And people don't tell me ahead of time, I go insane. I literally can't. When people, like, in the morning of the meeting tell me, like, yes, I come, or no, I won't come. Like, don't you have any foresight? It drives me crazy, because I would like to have everything planned. I have a plan even on what I'm gonna eat the whole week. The only spontaneity that I have on that is that it's not fixed on a weekday, so I have, like, all the dishes that I want to cook for the week. And then the other housemates decide on what is actually cooked that day. You know? But I have everything prepared. So everything can happen on each and every day. Makes sense. And still I have people that literally tell me the day before, or even worse, that tell me, like, you know what? I'm not gonna come. We're not gonna have this. And then, surprise, they stand in front of the door. Oh, I changed my mind. Let's do this. Like, but I planned differently now. You can't do this to me. This. Don't do this. This is throwing me off on my rhythm. I panic. Happen too often, though. That's understandably annoying, yeah. Sadly, though, my family is, like, very, very spontaneous on everything. Like, too hyper spontaneous. And very slow on telling you. Like, you're like, okay, do you want to do something in an hour? And they're like, I'll tell you if we do something. Then an hour later, they're like, still nothing? No communication? And you ask them, like, what's up? I'll tell you in 5 minutes. Then half an hour later, still no answer. Like, come on, communicate with me. Communication's not that hard, even though I'm not the best. At least I give out all the info, you know, on whatever I have to say. Sometimes I forget stuff like that. I mean, if somebody literally texts you, like, okay, are you now coming? Are you literally now in this moment having time for the call, for example? And then you're like, okay, I'll tell you in 5 minutes. And then half an hour later, I still have to call you again, like, and what's the decision now? I mean, if you're forgetting stuff like let's say you're saying, oh, I have to call them in 3 days. Extreme procrastination. Yeah, it feels like it. But then they get upset if you do something else in the meantime, and then you're like, you are busy for 5 seconds if they got time, you know what I mean? I got time now, how dare you take 5 seconds longer to save your progress on what you worked on? You know? The typical. So they planned her retirement. Yeah, sure. I got everything planned here. My whole life is planned out. My world domination plan is also worked out. Of course. What were you expecting of me? All set in motion. Reality, I wasn't sick at all. I was building my doom laser or something. Yeah. Headcanon. And that's what happened. Yeah. Things. Just the ordinary life things that happen to me. Building spaceship to escape the Earth from impending apocalypse. I mean, theoretically you should do that, but before you would be finished with the building, you would die anyway, so who cares? I mean, impending apocalypse. Have you seen the weather? That is an impending apocalypse right now. Definitely. And I have nothing to escape it with. Just slowly melting on this chair here. That's all I can do. I hate summer. Can we go back to winter? When I'm cold, I can put on gloves. And I can put on a blanket. No problemo. This whole winter we lived without having any sort of heating. Cause it freaking broke. And I'm still living and it was oaky dokily. Nothing too bad. But a little heat and I'm already crying. That's the way it is. I have a weakness and my weakness is heat. That and caffeine maybe. Some of it does feel like you're suffocating. Yeah, the air is so unbreathable somehow. It's not only that it's warm, but the air is not feeling like it's actually fresh, you know? It's not fresh. I think it's because it's so moist, so everything like just feels heavy and old. I have to get a fan pointed all the time. Yeah, I have a fan here too on me. Probably won't hear because my microphone filters everything. And half my voice too. Can hardly wait to have an actual microphone at some point. Where my whole voice comes through. Not like with this one. Where half of my range gets lost. But it's okay. This one's cheap, I have it. It's a headset. You sound fine. Yeah, after 5,000 filters. It's just a headset and you can definitely tell. As long as I'm talking at normal talking voice, it's okay. But if I try to whisper or get louder, things are not pretty anymore. Or if I turn off the filtering, as I said. I have so many filters set in OBS, so it actually does sound nice. Boosted and like noise reduction and like whatever the other thing is called. I don't even know what it's called. Something. Can I look at that? Compressors? Limiters? Equalizing stuff? I don't know. I set it up once. I copied it from a guide and I'm not touching it again. It sounds okay. And that's everything that counts at the moment. More I do not need to know. But it would be fine if at some point I had like an actual mic where I don't have to like 5,000 filters on and everything. Equalizing compressor helps a lot, yeah. That makes it sound better. It's not the worst headset. It's a good headset. Especially I mean the microphone is okay, but I do enjoy the sound quality. If this one breaks, and it will sooner or later, I don't know which one I'll get next. I'm very picky on my sound quality. I like having, like, at the very least, simulated surround sound, because I've gotten so used to it in games to, like, hear where sounds are coming from for more accurate telling. It's very important to me. So I usually have to go with the more expensive headsets in that case. Because the cheap ones don't have that, and the cheap ones also mostly sound like trash. Even though there is people out there, if they like put on my headset, they're like, ugh, why is it so much bass? Why is it so noisy? Use iPhone pods? I never heard what iPhone pods sound like. So, I don't know if they're any good. Maybe? Maybe not. I know a lot of people having an iPhone for like tracking and stuff. Have I owned Apple earsets? I haven't owned anything Apple in my life. I'm too poor for this. I am way too poor for anything like that. My phone that I'm currently having cost not even 100 euros. I think it cost 80 or something. Some cheap Chinese knockoff thingy. That's basically it. That's the truth. That's the way it is. But I can make calls with it. I heard that's an important function, right? Yeah, but also Discord works on it. It's okay. I don't think I need much more. Most of the time I'm at home anyways, unless I am busy anyway, and then I don't need my phone for anything when I'm busy. Phone is 6 years old and senile. Oh, the grandma phone. I didn't know how old mine is. I think also 5 years or something. Must be older, I think. I know one thing. I have like also a abysmal space on it, so there's nothing really fitting on it. That's a big problem though, because most apps nowadays do need a lot of space for some weird reason though. Kinda everything is getting more data expensive. I mean, look at all the games like you're having on Steam. Like back in the day, you're like, oh, this game and it's 10 gig, and now you're like, oh my god. 10 is baby software. Everything is getting so big. And there's $70 for a game. For some games, that's not even enough. Some games are way more greedy. Next stock is 150. Def by my plate is not enough. Yeah, most people are charging way too much for games nowadays. I'm not even talking about like full price, like $60 or something games. I'm talking about the, oh, here's the special collector's edition that you need to play the DLC of the game that releases with it, that we just cut off from the game, and it costs 120. Go have fun. Also, it's not really tested, so it will run like shit. And also, you'll have to buy more content because we're putting everything in other DLCs. Like that. That's how things are working most of the time nowadays. Really annoying, but yeah, microtransactions. I mean, from time to time there is still nice games that are coming out and that I actually do enjoy. But since currently I am saving up to improve my living situation, I'm not really having that much money to spend, so I need to be careful about what games I buy. So I having a good look on the price. I have to like weigh, okay, is this game worth that to actually buy? And the last game that I bought that was worth the money in my eyes, that's why I bought it, is Remnant 2. And it's a lot of fun, can only recommend. Remnant 2 is very nice. I would say though it's nicer if you actually like playing with friends. So you need somebody to play with. Solo it's also very nice, but I think it loses a little bit of the charm if you're playing it solo. A tiny bit. But maybe that's because I played the first one in the group and now I'm playing part 2 with the same group, so it's kind of also nostalgic, you know. That's a difference, I'm guessing. If you played the first one solo, then I'm guessing playing the other one solo is also not so bad. Didn't feel like playing Final Fantasy XIV when everyone I knew could. Oh, don't remind me. I played Final Fantasy XIV once. Well, for money reasons now I had to unsub. So, can't do anything right now. It makes me a bit sad. But what can you do? But yeah, everybody else I knew was also not playing at that time. Oh. I mean, that's it. But on the positive side, I'm soon gonna hopefully improve my living situation. It's looking good. Just a little bit longer. How much of it did you play? I played through the original, like the base game, and through Heaven's Ward. That's what I played. And I started a little bit with the third one. What was it called? Storm something? No, was it? Getting everything mixed up. But I didn't finish one. Yeah, Stormblood. Yeah, I didn't finish that yet. As I said, I'm on here just now. When my money situation improves again, I'll probably continue playing. Or when there is another free returning weekend. Because last time that was, I also like played for a weekend. I just don't have that much time, so I didn't make too much progress, you know. There's one at the moment, is it? Why didn't I get an email then? Or did they forget me? Or did I not see it? Because currently I'm getting a lot of mail because of like correspondence with the bank. So my email is like packed full each time I click in, so maybe I didn't see it. Or maybe they didn't send one out. I mean, it can be, right? I don't know if they sent emails about this. But I remember getting emails from them before, so I was like, okay, if there's something, they will surely send another mail. Maybe. That's what I would do. They usually do. Okay, wait, let me check. 1930. Oh, interesting. Then I can continue on a little bit. That's good to know. Thank you. I noted it down. Just have to see when. I have so many appointments. I have too many appointments. Currently. All this like home situation thing. It's taken way too much out of me. Every step needs an extra appointment, basically. Like, you're breathing for 1 second? You need an appointment for that. Everything needs an appointment. Every teensy tiny step must be an extra appointment. People can't do anything over mail or on the phone anymore. No, everything needs to be in person at an appointment. And then they don't have time that much. They're like, okay, I can give you an appointment in 1 month from now. Like, right. Yes. Yeah, it's annoying. How much actual, like, good for all of nature we could do if we would just do more over the internet. Just do work from home, do meetings just online, discuss things over mail or phone more. Just, I don't know, somehow, a lot of older people don't really agree with that notion. I don't know why. It's not that they don't know about the services or not trusting them. They're more like, no, it's not personal enough if it's not in person. They still use mail and in-person travel. Yeah, like, the funny thing is, like, a few banks here at the beginning of the year changed a little bit about their their oh god, like their regulations and stuff, like the prices and stuff. And by law they are forced to give out their terms to their customers. So instead of sending people an email to a link with all of their changed terms, which by the way is over 100 pages double printed, instead of doing that, they send out a physical mail with their 100 double printed terms to every single person. What a waste of freaking paper! For nothing, basically, because nobody's actually reading that. I mean, if they wanted to do an actual mail, they could have sent, like, a QR code, like, oh, our thing has changed here. Or go to this link and then, like, list a link, or I don't know. If you have more questions, call us under this number. Put all 3 on the paper. No, they printed out the terms and sent it to everybody. Like, the day I received mine, I was like, what the heck do I have there? What was sent to me? I like open it and it's just terms. 100 pages of terms and regulations. Send us sorting out hospitals during COVID. Government sent paper letters to everyone. It's so dumb. Like, why are they not seeing it? But there is some positive examples too. For example, we have like a supermarket here that literally recently changed from like paper advertising to just only now have an online advertising. So they're no longer printing out paper ads to save actually on paper. And a lot of other stuff, print. So it's better for nature. Which is, in my opinion, good, because... I mean, these paper things are nice to, like, if you're bored and you're sitting there like, let's see what's for offer. But, I mean, most of the time I have been looking online anyways. Once you still send leaflets to everyone in the residence. You know, it's only the one supermarket. There is still like, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other chains here that still do print them and send them out very aggressively. It's only one that did the good thing. Everybody else just like way behind. So yeah, I don't know. It's a good step though. I think they did good. It's better. And use them as table mats because I don't have to clean them after. That's actually not bad. Also, let me... My glass is empty. I need to refill. I need more water. I have some nice water with lemon prepared here that I just have down here. And just for easy drinking from the glass. Because if I use the bottle, then my camera goes weird like this. That's nothing. Doesn't track me through the bottle. But the glass does work. That's not too bad if I lift the glass. Like, see? It's working. But the bottle death happens to me too. Yeah, the bottle is death for the camera. Especially since today I haven't put on any of my lightings. Because it's so warm anyway. And if I put the lights on, then I think my PC would melt through. Because it's already so hot. It's hardly handling it. Yeah, it's super warm. So if I put on the lights too, which are powered by the PC power, I think then everything would be grilled. So I have that not on. So the tracking is a little worse today anyways. Can't be bothered to use glass because the bottle holds more. See, and that's why I have this trick. Bottle on floor, glass here. If glass empty, refill. Do same. Easy peasy. Very easy. Also, I have it already like with lemon and everything in it, so I just need to put a little bit in the glass. All done. I just drink out of the bottle anyway. I usually do that, but not while streaming, because as I said, because it messes up the camera too much. Pretty much the only other thing that I'm drinking out of the glass and not from the bottle is if I were to like mix and match like my own drink, because sometimes I recently try to mix my own like spezi, which I can't drink the normal one because I'm allergic to caffeine. So I found some cola which is caffeine free, and then I take some lemonade and then I kind of like mix it myself to enjoy the taste. I'm not doing that a lot, but from time to time, because I'm gonna be honest, I miss the taste. It was my favorite drink before I turned allergic, so... How was it? It was nice. When you don't have your favorite drink in 2 years or 3, you're suddenly happy AF. Even if it's not like the best mixture you ever had. But it was pretty close to one of the best, so I did good. Had to experiment in how much of each. But like almost 50-50 was like the best, but like a slight hinge more of the cola was better. But yeah, anything is better than not being able to drink it at all. It's sad when you're not able to drink your favorite drink anymore. This way I can get around that problem. And though I'm not drinking it that much, but other than that, I only have water and fruit teas. Because actual like green tea or black tea, I'm also not allowed to drink. Because wouldn't you know it, also contains caffeine. So no iced teas that are pre-packaged. I have to make my own kind of like iced tea from cold brewed fruit teas. I'm happy with my fruit teas though. They're pretty nice. I mean, at the very end, if you're drinking a pre-packaged iced tea, what you want is sugar and the taste of either peach or lemon or whatever flavor you prefer for iced tea. So I'm guessing if you're just setting up a lemon tea with a little bit of like extra sweet in it, it's basically the same, right? heat is your favorite. See? That would be possible too. Because I get it. The pre-packaged one is nice. But after a while of not drinking it because I couldn't anymore, I have to say my taste shifted more to not as sweet drinks. Because as I said, I think it's a matter of like being used to it. But the period of getting used to it was a literal nightmare. Just say, I was a literal nightmare material, but what can you say? I tried reducing the consume of the coffee at first because I was like, okay, maybe I'm just drinking too much, even though I didn't drink that much coffee to begin with. But whenever I drank something, my heart was getting out of control. So not good. Not good, not good. Maybe it's just that the coffee is interfering with like the heart medicine that I'm getting. I'm not sure quite. I haven't looked into why it does that. Coffee just makes me stay awake for way too long. I can stay awake without caffeine. I just need to be interested enough in a topic to like research the whole night. It's not healthy though, so I'm trying not to do that too much. Because I have the weird habit of always getting up at the same time in the morning. Doesn't matter when I go to bed. I can go to bed at 9 and wake up at 6. And I can go to bed at 5 and wake up at 6. It's a weird curse. Very helpful, but also very cursed. Good for messing up and fixing sleep schedules. As I said, my sleep schedule is weirdly fixated on the ending. The beginning is flexible. Being too interested in something keeps me up too, but messes with the sleep pattern. I will get up at the same time. I don't even need like anything to wake me. I will always wake up at the same time. The weird thing though is I'll just be tired. I'll just be tired all day, but I can't go back to sleep. It just doesn't work. It's like it's a weird training. You know? It's like I have been conditioned. I don't know. It's better than what other people have. That they sleep in because they didn't hear like their alarm and that they can't fall asleep. Because actually falling asleep, unless it's like some weird condition, like currently, for example, with the hot weather, it's like so hot you can't sleep all night. Anyways. Normally I don't have big problems falling asleep. Like I go into my room, I'll lay down, and boom, gone. Almost instantly. Unless heat. Because heat stinks. Nobody can sleep in the heat, at least I can't. So yeah, that's a positive. Having no sleep problems in that regard. Magic. I have found the cheat code. The negative thing is, I am not quite sure I miss it. Because if I miss it, my body would do it, but I just don't. I don't sleep in, not even on the weekends, so... A good and a bad thing. Especially worse when you can't breathe trying to sleep. Yeah. Or when everything is like absolutely wet. I recently changed like my pillow up and it now has some sort of weird fabric. That just feels weird when you're sweating. I'm not sure what it is. It's just blah. It feels so different. It gets warmer. I don't know. Doesn't probably stay cold. I wonder if there's like stuff you can like get. Like a pillow that will keep you cold. Probably not. Maybe there's more fabrics that are like more less heat absorbent, so they're not getting that warm. I'm not sure. Maybe just better air conditioning or something would help. Or air conditioning at all. I think that's a better solution than, like, putting stuff on the pillow. I mean, at the very least... It's nice in winter, when everything stays warm. But in summer, it's a pain. It's weird. When you actually can sleep better in your chair, because the chair doesn't feel that warm as the bed gets. Even if you're not putting any blankets. It's just, I don't know, bed naturally gets warm. Somehow. Especially worse if it's humid. Exactly. Exactly. 100% that. It's not good. It's not healthy. I'm hoping that I can improve my living situation soon, as I said. And that the insulating, whatever it's called, insulating, I think, of that home is gonna be way better than the one I'm currently in, which basically has nothing. So basically... I'm frying like an egg in the pan here. Like, everything is open, which is, mind you, bad in winter. Because basically, you feel like you're sitting on the outside in the middle of winter, so everything's frozen. But I don't care about winter. I just put blankets on, I keep gloves. But in summer, absolutely have a no heat protection, basically. It's horrible. Horrible, 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 I tell you. So in upgrading that, I'll feel like I'm living in heaven. I've been to a lot of houses of like other people I know recently that are like normal and modern. Not old like this one. And I can feel the difference. Even if it's a super hot day, they still have controllably okay climate in there. You know what I mean? And here, even if it's just a mildly warm day, it's like an oven. A 100% oven. And it takes so long to cool down again. Even if it's cooler at night, you almost can't feel it. Because the cold is not really going into the house that much. Because the windows are at weird positions. It's not really actually like blowing through correctly. So everything just stays warm. Unless you have like multiple days of cool, cold weather with a lot of wind. Then it's cooling down a bit, maybe. Same here. I also live in a basically old ruin. That's what I always say. I'm living in an old ancient ruin. It's the thing that I despise the most. That's why the new place I want to get, the most important part of it was that it's built in a modern way. I didn't want to get another super old thing and just like, okay, be done with it. Like, put a little bit of paint on it and it looks new. I don't care if it looks new. It needs to feel. It needs to feel new. Doesn't feel like the air flows through here at all. Exactly. And that's a problem. Everything just is so... I don't know. So muffy, so stiff, so heavy. And that's not the way it should be. And I think in modern houses, they really pay attention to that. Like, what direction of the windows face, and do they have like a partner on the opposite side so you have a proper airflow. Just like when you're like putting together a PC, you need a proper airflow. And the house is the same thing, basically. House is also a PC, and this one is having very, very bad cooling. If that makes sense. Yes, I can't live without the fan. Same. Even with the fan, I'm dying over here. It doesn't help much. It gives you a tiny second illusion of things are being better, but 5 seconds later, you feel hot again. And also, though, it can't reach like all of you. You can either let it blow to your face or on the feet, but it can't reach all of the ones. You would need a gigantic fan, which would be nice, but I got none. I just have one of these normal, ordinary, standard fans. Can't even breathe if it's not on. Yeah, that's true. But it's still hot afterwards. Still super hot. I heard like what helps is like a demoisturer. But they also cost quite a lot of money, right? And they use up quite a lot of power too, I think. But I think that helps, because if the air isn't that moist anymore, all of a sudden, even though it's the same temperature, it doesn't feel as hot anymore. If that makes sense. Well, if it's dry now. Well, I wish. We have so much wetness in the air currently. It's disgusting, and the weather report said it's gonna be this way until Friday. On Friday, it might change, it said. Wait, let me check. Fresh news. Let's see. Oh, Friday night only. Okay, they changed up, so I'm guessing on Saturday it will change. Why is the Friday now also hot? This is not fair. Why did the weather report change? I wanna cry. I thought I only had like 3 more days, but now it's 4 more days. You must be kidding. Oh god. I'll die. I'll be so dead. You can scrape me off of the floor then. It's only gonna be a puddle, so just take a sponge and you'll be able to catch me. But afterwards the weather report looks rather nice. I mean, not the optimum, but at least 10 degrees colder than before. Does it rain a lot? No, it hasn't rained in 2 or 3 weeks now. It feels weird. It hasn't rained at all. It's absolutely no wind. And yet the air is weirdly completely charged with water. I don't know where the air is coming from, but it must be coming from somewhere where it's absolutely wet. And then going over here. Something like that. Yeah. Honestly, if I had to compare it, it feels like, you know, when you have like these swimming pools that are like inside pools. The air is always like so warm and dense and wet in these. Like it's way too much. Like this, it's definitely like these. That's what all the air currently feels like. And not only on the inside, on the outside too. Yeah. It's absolute freaking torture currently. I don't know why. I hope it's over soon. Apparently now it's lasts until Friday night. And then it's supposed to be better. Let's just hope that's the case. Or maybe they can change the weather report again and make it happen sooner. I know. They're just reporting. They are not making the weather. But sometimes I feel like somebody's making the weather. And they're torturing everybody on purpose. And I don't like the idea of that. But that's probably what happened. Right? Can blame whatever you want. I blame the mysterious weather forces. Whatever it may be. I don't care what it is, but it's not fair. Also not for nature. I've seen so many like nice piles of grass being absolutely burned here. Like absolutely freaking browned by all this heat. So also nature is not happy about that either. Hey, this is not just a little bit of sun. This is a literal hell coming out of nowhere. Well, I used to love there was a lot of rain and typhoons. But also warm? Or was it like more mild weather than? Because I mean, rain does sound nice. Typhoons, tiny ones in tiny packages, not too too crazy, would also be acceptable for me. Very hot and very humid. Oh no. Very hot, humid, and rainy. Well, at least rain sounds like nice. Here at the moment, the only sound I am hearing is basically people sizzling out there. Typhoons can get really strong to the point where workplaces are closed. Okay, then I probably never had a real, actual big typhoon before here. I think the biggest catastrophes I had near me would be floodings. Because I live very close to a river, so there's a lot of flooding here. When it's raining like a lot, you can hear the sirens going like crazy. Because a lot of people's basements are completely like done for. Which, nicely enough, it's not the case right here, right now, because we have measurements against that. We have a good pump going. That's making everything stay dry. That like turns on when it recognizes like too much wetness down there. And if I do get the new place, which I probably will, that also will not be that big of a problem because I won't have any basement there anyways. So nothing to worry about for me. School workplaces closed during heavy rain as well because of rock slides. That reminds me of that one time where it was snowing like crazy. It was literally absolute nightmare snow. Yes? Hey there, Beachman Kodesu. Hey to you. So yeah, it was totally snowmageddon. And my parents were still like, no, you're going to school. I don't care what you said. You're going to school. And literally one teacher showed up. Me and one other poor thing. And you know, the teacher gave us a test. I was so freaking mad. I could have just stayed at home with that day. Everybody did, except me. One other dumbass that got bullied by the parents. And one awful teacher. They're like, oh god. Everybody that comes today, I'm gonna twitch you with test. Our main teacher fell from snow and broke his leg. Oh, that's not good. Ouch. Snow is only bringing misery. Even though I do love snow way more than summer heat. Can't be mad at snow. It's sparkly and cute. Sure is good for us. Psst, don't tell him. Oh, you poor thing. Oh, that must hurt so much. Oh, yeah, you should stay away for longer. Yes. Do get proper rest, please. Like that. Totally innocent. Aim for the next time. Then you have what if the teacher's coming in with a wheelchair then? I mean, could help. No, you may never know. Some have Desperation. Sometimes it feels like it at the very least. I wonder if it's a money thing. But some teachers are way too motivated. And not to teach, I mind you, but to torture. They're way too happy about torturing people. Drift on the snow. Just crawl on it. Like a little kid that's playing. Just crawling through the snow. Like one hand at a time crawling forward. Snow is a weird thing. Snow is very, very pretty and nice when it's like full on formed and really flaky. But if it's half melted, it's a gross mess. But I'll still take it over a hot summer day every day. Doesn't matter in which form. The best sleep is on snow. I think I never slept on snow before. You never wake up? Oh, eternal sleep, you mean? I mean, but I always wake up at the same time. Would that contradict my superpowers? Worth a try if I ever get enough snow. But I think the last years, the biggest amount of snow I had were like 3 snowflakes that didn't stay on the ground. So I can't really try it out. When I was a kid, there was still a little bit of snow. What's your superpowers? I always get up at the same time in the morning, no matter when I go to bed. It can be 1 hour of sleep or 10. I always wake up at the same time. It's a weird superpower and it doesn't help, but it's there. A nice way to go out. I think I know nicer ways to go out. I think. But going out in general is not nice, so... What if you sleep after you wake up? I can't fall asleep anymore. I usually can't fall asleep for, at the very least, till it's evening again. Otherwise I would just lay down again and get a few more hours in, but it just doesn't work. If I'm not tired, I can't sleep. I'm not a person that can sleep when they're not tired. My body's like, nope, we just had that. I have a cooldown, and the cooldown is still lasting. We can't do that yet. Sleep cooldown. That's where the snow comes. I'll keep it in mind if I ever think about eternal sleep, that snow exists. As I said, if I ever find some. Probably not. It's gotten really sparse. Thank you very much for the follow. Shall I call you Mango? Or Beach Mango Desu? Or what? What would you prefer? But yeah, much appreciated. Also, by the way, why did I not hear a lingy lingy ling? I got the feeling my alerts are not working, or at least I'm not getting them played back to me. Larry. Okay. Larry it is then. If I can remember. My brain sometimes is too small. I'll try though. I'll try. I promise. I'll try. I'm just grilled here. God, my glass is empty again. I'm drinking so much, but it's normal. It's hot. You will dare to remind. Okay, that's good. The worst thing that can happen is if people actually like change their Twitch names, and then think I still remember them. I'm like always like, who are you? Or when people change their colors, that also sometimes messes with my brain. Like, why are you having a different color now? Weren't you pink before? Something like that. Don't even know how. Actually, I have no idea either. I never changed my name before, but people have done that, and I'm like, okay. Interesting. Maybe they had like a different account, but they came in with this other account. I'm not sure. It was, at the very least, it was confusing. It was confusing. But what do I know? I'm the kind of person also that remembers people like by profile pictures when it's like Discord or on Twitter, or more like, is it X now? I don't care. It's still Twitter for me. And if people change their picture, I'm like, who is this person? Who is that person? Why are you this? You were somebody else before. I'm a visual person. I just can't help it. It's weird. Person, if you ask me, how do you get to a place? I have a hard time describing you how to get there. But if you take me with you, and I'm like, okay, we go here, and there, and then there, because I recognize certain, like, paths. I look at them and I've seen this before. And then I go there. My childhood friend changed picture and I blocked it. Who the heck are you? Why is a stranger trying to message me? And block him. He used me as a guide. If you want to get lost, it's a good thing. Most of the time, I'm using Google Maps anyway to find my way around things. I trusted my own senses a lot of times, but 2 or 3 times it happened that places changed. You know, they changed up the street or something, and I'm like, I was lost there and I didn't know where to go anymore. Since then, I'm always, even if I know what it is, I'm always double checking with Google Maps. Lost means ending up somewhere new. For me, lost most of the time means I'm running in a circle and end up at the same place where I started for some weird reason. I have circle running problems. Something. How I don't know. Compass moment. It's like when in these weird horror games where you run through a wall and then like everything faints and then the character goes back to the beginning screen. They're like, what the? How did I get back here? That's exactly what happens. I don't know. Maybe the town I'm living in is just so circular. I'm not sure. Actually, it's not though, so I'm not sure. But it has so many tiny passageways that kind of like lead in a circle, so I'm guessing that's what happens. I'm not going out much though, so maybe it's just my inexperiencedness with actual finding new places. That was weirdly a really nice reference. Yes, I was trying. God, my glass is empty. Wait. Yes. I'm from Germany. And refill. At this stage, at some point, I'm gonna have to go to the toilet, ma. I almost drank a liter already. I'll live there. You live in Germany? Or EU? Europe or Germany? Nice. Another one. Why is it always the Germans coming to my stream? Like, why the heck do you find me? It's not saying nowhere that I'm from Germany, but everybody's always finding me. Is it the time slot? Is it the time slot maybe? It's always weird when that happens. They always find the way. It's a time slot, yeah, probably. Not even German, but yeah, but from Germany, so it's probably a timing. That's working out. I know. My time slot is weird, but I just don't have any other time for my stream, so it will have to be that one. I had a different time slot at some point. Way, way in the past. Long, long ago. I was streaming in the morning, but those days have passed. Schedule's changed. Any good using kartoffel in every sentence. But why and how? Kartoffel. Yeah. If it's only the potato, I think we're good. It could be worse. It could be way worse. Well, I'm the weirdest German there is, so don't expect a lot of German from me. Get hyped when I see stop cars selling it. Do they still do that? When I was a kid, we had like this cart going through the streets that like made this ding-a-ling sound with its tiny bell. And they were selling potatoes, but I don't think I heard that in ages, so. They do it in Skyscraper City. So they still do that? It's just not my neighborhood that doesn't want. Maybe the potato guy died here. I'm not sure. They're not doing that here anymore, but or maybe just the area I'm currently living in is cursed. I don't know. Nobody coming here for Halloween as well. Like, I don't know. The area I'm currently living in is like the neighborhood is not well visited. I'm not sure. It's the cursed neighborhood. Future Palma gone. No. Don't worry. I get them at the supermarket. It's not a problem. Would probably be too expensive at this market guy anyway. We do have since the last few years though a market inside of the city. Maybe they moved there because people actually like go to them now instead of you going through the streets and waking everybody up in the morning. It's free if you don't get caught. I'm not a good thief. So I'm guessing not for me. I'm way too clumsy. I would probably fall over everything, making a total mess. I would be a good distraction though, and somebody else can take the potatoes. Because everybody is annoyed by my dumbness. Run away from cops, end up behind the cops. And then I have the advantage. Perfect. That reminds me, I was out on another appointment yesterday and there was so many freaking cops driving around. I have no idea what happened. I think they were searching for somebody, but I'm like, something is fishy. Why is there so many? I never seen so many at once. It was a very weird thing to happen. Made me a bit nervous. But yeah. Good for me, I never had any difficulty with cops whatsoever in my life before. Or at any case with anything. The only difficulty I had at one point was this... I don't know if I told the story already. I think I had once. This very, very weird thing that happened when I was still a kid. And I went into a shop. Nothing really happened. Then I went outside of the shop, and the moment I was passing through with my brother, an old lady passed through with us. She was like waiting near the entrance, and as soon as we passed through, she was passing through with us. And she ran ahead of us like crazy. And the alarm started beeping, so we just, being law-abiding citizens, standing still, waiting. Like, the kids stole something. And they get in at us, searching us, and I'm like, I did nothing, but the lady there is running like crazy. No, you're the kids, you're the ones. Okay, 3 seconds later, the only thing we're having on us is a pen. And I think some paper towel or something what we had. And that was it. We had nothing in our pockets. Like, she ran that way, by the way. If you're fast enough, you still catch her. She was already way over the hill. So yeah, I got searched there. I did nothing though. But that lady was pretty clever. She knew exactly that the kids would be blamed if she ran through with the kids. She was like 60 years old, maybe. So that must be the oldest cunning thief I ever met. Very interesting. I don't know what she stole, but they were selling perfume there, so I'm guessing it was perfume. They sold a lot of other stuff too, but I'm pretty sure that's not what the lady would have stolen, because they sold a lot of like hardware and like video games there. That's why I was there. But they also were selling like makeup and perfumes in the lower floor. It was a weird thing. Don't ask me that. That was the weirdest mix of shop I ever seen. Haven't seen a lot of police cars, not gonna lie. Look at the coins that I go around different cities changing the money inside the kiosk. But in all that drive, I haven't seen much. Yeah, I usually also don't see much. I mean, at the maximum, you see like one. Once every blue moon, one single one. Like, if at all. Sometimes you get weeks without seeing one. But there, I saw 4 in the tiny slot that I was driving to an appointment. Taking 20 minutes at the appointment and driving back. 4. That was super weird. And we're not the biggest town. We're not the biggest town, so mind you, 4 is like probably the whole police station. Maybe they had a nice trip. But they were driving slow, and at other points they were like standing there discussing. So they definitely were searching for something. But I don't know what. And honestly, I don't even want to know what they were searching for. But I even don't know much about anything. How small the town is? I mean, we're not tiny. We're not tiny. But we're also not big. We're more of a tourist town, you know? Smallest town I've been in is Arnis. How big is that? I have to Google. Give me a second. Oh, that's tiny. That is tiny. No, not that tiny. I'm talking about like medium. Wait. So we're talking a little lower than 20k people. Does that give you like a good measurement to go with? As soon as I'm doing something outside, you start streaming. Yeah, I was actually installing camera in your home, and I waited for you to go outside to start. Yeah, didn't you know that? Hello, by the way. And yeah, not true, by the way, but would be funny. Hey, Cassie, how you doing? God, I can't just stop drinking my water just to warm. How dare you stream without? Yeah, how dare. I mean, I have been on hiatus for 2 weeks, so nobody was knowing if I even come back. Water is always good. Yes, especially with lemon. It's perfect. The network here is garbage. I understand. I understand that completely. Feel like it. Okay, so yeah. A little bit lower than 20k people. I don't know how big or small it is in comparison, to be honest. But I think there's definitely bigger towns, but also smaller ones too. Probably been there. I mean, if you say you've been pretty much to like every town, I'm guessing you've been there, but I'm guessing. Guessing only. You're right. That's good to hear. How about me? I'm doing way better than I did before. Almost back to normal again, sickness-wise. But... the heat is killing me. It's way too warm. I can hardly deal. Leaving Kaufland? Go crazy? You mean because there's so many, like, everywhere? Indeed. I have to change so many machines. I mean, luxury for the others, and you have to suffer. Is it bad? A job is a job, I'm guessing. Also, why is nobody telling me that I have double the music on? Because VTuber Plus is against stealing my freaking sound. There, now we don't have double music anymore. Nobody's saying anything. Everybody's just like, okay, chill. Double sound is fine. Who cares? My town has 10 markets of the same? 10 of the same? That's insane. That's good. You feel the heat? Yes. Everybody feels the heat, I think. I think the market, I have like one market here that has like two different locations. But one of them is super tiny, you know? So... but everything else is just like one. But I'm already like weirded out enough that we have had like that many supermarkets, like in general. Different ones, but in general. Could be something with me being outside painting a house. And you have time to watch a stream at that? I think if I were outside with my phone, I would be able to watch nothing. Connection hasn't been good. Just recently, I have been to the bank to discuss things and they wanted me to open something on my phone and I'm like... well, it's still loading! And they actually had to give me like a key for their for the internet so I could use it with a guest entrance. Because it was taking too long. It was so embarrassing. My phone disappointed me. I was betrayed. Taking a break because the sun is beating me down. Yeah, won't you die if you're on the outside? I'm not sure if it's as hot as it is where I am, but you're probably dead. We even got a warning here in like in red, which means alarm 3, which is pretty high. Of heat. Alarm heat. Crazy heat alarm. Just cook on the car hood. But doesn't that mean you need to clean the car afterwards? And beforehand probably too, otherwise ugh. Not sure about you, but most cars are dirty AF. I'm full on dead right now. Yeah, probably should spend time in the shade and do the painting maybe later in the day or something, or when it's cooler. And though my weather report here says it's only gonna get cooler on Saturday. So, not good. Oh, you put the pan on top. Put that way. Ooh, actually, maybe it does. Car is black, ultimate fire moment. Yeah, I'm guessing, yes. Gonna go back to work. Gotta finish it somehow. Please take her. Please drink something. Please don't die, okay? I don't want to worry, okay? Promise. If it's getting too hot, take a break. And maybe eat some ice cream. If you have some. Hope the painting goes great. That reminds me, if I do get the new place that I have currently set my eyes on, I will have to do some paint too. 100% will have to. I'm not looking forward to it, and I know I will not be doing it in summer. I'll be doing it when it's colder. Not technically when it's snowing or winter, that's not... Yeah, that's a good... Need some cool colors. I think I go with my favorite color, which is white. Now, I don't know quite what colors I want yet. I think I go with, like, pretty pastel colors. Like, something mild, you know. I'm not one for dark or super bright, shiny colors. I like my things simple and eye-pleasing for me. But first, we're all gonna have to see if I get the place in the first place. If you got no place, you also got no place for colors in your place. Nice contrast to white. Would be anthracite. You think? I'm not sure. Isn't that too dark? I would have to see how that like looks in person. Probably depends on what color actually like the furnishing and stuff will have, right? To offset things, so not everything is like in the same. I was thinking maybe going with some like turquoise colors, but like very mild ones as well, but I'm not quite sure yet. The only thing I am 100% sure of is I don't want any wood or wood looking stuff in my new place. I've had enough of wooden texture for a lifetime. Oops. What did you write? Something that angered the chatbot. Oopsie daisy. Was it a link? Because links are not allowed. It probably was a link, wasn't it? Why the heck does it delete the messages all the time afterwards, by the way? I'm gonna have to have a look at that. Got smitten by God. Yeah, the bot was angry. I'm guessing it's because it was a link. Links are not allowed. At least that was my guess. I don't know what else you would have written. That the bot was getting so very angry about. Yeah. It does not like links. Links no good. But yeah, I googled it. I googled what anthracite looks like. As I said, it depends on the furnishing. And that probably depends on my money. Because I had a look around recently. Around kitchens. And they're a little bit more expensive than I expected them to be. So I have an appointment now. When is that? I had it here somewhere. This week actually still. I have an appointment this week with a kitchen planner that might bring some insights, because I am a little I'm a little intimidated about planning that myself. I am not having like the perfect rectangular kitchen thing in this new place that I'm currently setting my eyes on, so I want to get some info on how to best put a kitchen in there that will also look good. Plants go well with it? Yeah, plants are good. Make us dream about the plans and how the kitchen will look like. As I said, first I need to get the place. That's a big problem. Because currently, I don't have a place to show. If I don't get the place, then it would be pretty sad. Right? But yeah, if I get it, I can show. I will probably also, like, I'll show pictures of the place. But it's still gonna take time. Even though I'm not quite sure if I am able to share, like, the kitchen plan and stuff. Do they have copyright on these, theoretically? Do they have them? I'm not sure. If somebody plans my kitchen and then gives me pictures... Like, am I allowed to stream? God, I hate legal questions. Only one way to find out. No, I'm not risking. I need to be careful. But I can probably read up on that. Da, 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 da. But, the thing I'm mostly worried about kitchen-wise is the money. I didn't think kitchen would be kind of that expensive, but it is. And after I get that place, there's not gonna be that much money left for the kitchen. Especially considering that I also need to get a bed. At the very least. Toilet and stuff was already gonna be in it. So... I need a desk, so I can put my PC on it. I need a bed, and I need a kitchen. That's the basics. Everything else I can get when I have money again. But... those are the basics. The 3 basics. A desk, kitchen, and a bed. Though I could sleep on the floor, but I'm not feeling like it. Are you renting right now? I'm currently crashing at somebody else's place, and it's not a good feeling. It's not nice. I feel ya, yeah, but I mean, hard times, hard measures and stuff. What can I say? It's good that I have a place like in the first place. Should always be grateful for what you have. But it's been way too long and I yearn for actually having a place for myself. A little bit more privacy and freedom. I'm also on the road. Cause I love my car, so I keep it simple on my house. I mean, I'm pretty much a person that stays at home like almost 24/7 unless I need to get out for an appointment or I do groceries or yeah, pretty much that. So for me having a nice, comfy, private home is an important thing. Is how much money needs for everything? You mean the car or the home? Because both is accurate. Both is pretty much accurate. Home. The home needs a little more than the car, though. Yes, just a tiny bit. Prices here for homes are like so crazy. Even for the biggest of trash, they want multiple millions. It's just insane shit. That's what it is. And renting prices starting at, I don't know, 3 to 4K a month. Without any heating costs or anything inclusive. My car I spent the money on like it's my girlfriend. So... the only thing I spent money on is my PC, so... Are you supposed to spend money on your girlfriend? Probably should. Not everybody does. Move past that, now I'm building cars. Well, if you got the knowledge, I certainly would be lost. Everything car is foreign to me. I need somebody to change tires. Because I don't know how to do it myself. Wait, more like... technically, I would know how to do it, but I'm not trusting myself to do that. Yes, wait, is it ties, not tires? I'm sorry. I'm not sure. My English not best. Da, 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 da. So yes, I need help for everything there. But I'm not driving that much, so it doesn't really matter. I'm sharing a car anyways. And they take care of most of the things, so... I'm just a lazy person, am I not? Sometimes I think I'm lazy. Just the way it is. I was a PC money spending person till I completely maxed it. Well, I wish I maxed that. My specs are okay, but not the best. I just wanna enjoy the newest games without running it on 20 FPS or something. You game? Yes. It's my only hobby. What are you talking about? I mean, I just came from being sick, so we're not doing any gaming today. But usually I'm doing gaming. What games? All kinds of, depends on if I like it. Let's say I do not like PvP games. But I think everything else can be fair game. You want to just RTX and sitting around for nothing? No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I think my PC can handle a little bit of anything. Da, 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 da. I was thinking about throwing out. Don't you have anybody that needs it? I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people, if you're offering that up on eBay, that would take it. I'm 100% sure. Lots of people thirsting for equipment. Yeah, my specs are okay. I just upgraded some time ago. It's not the best equipment, because I still getting lags and stuff. But, I mean, that's probably just the whole lot of software that's running all the time, you know. It's just... When I'm not streaming, I have absolutely no problems with my PC. When I'm streaming, I have a little bit of a problem because all that extra software running is, of course, taken away from the resources that there are. Understandably so. That's software. Yeah, it's probably software issues. What's your specs? Do I not have a... Wait. I'm gonna have a look if I have a... I don't know if they would be accurate if I still have them. Do I have a spec command? Probably not. Or not anymore. Custom command. No, I don't have one anymore. Oh well. Well, I have a RDX 3060 or whatever you call that in English. Wait, can I not just write it? Like this? Okay, I'll write it down. And... that. I have these. And 32 gig of RAM. That's what I have. How are you lagging? VTubing kills your PC. Believe me, try it out. Try it out and you will see. Yes. Orion knows what I'm talking about. VTubing stops killing everything. It kills your PC. Because all it's my understanding that most VTubing software is absolutely unpolished. And therefore taking way too much resources. That's why I'm looking into changing software, because there is actually a way more optimized software, but I need to set it up. And when I have done that, then maybe I'm gonna get better results than this laggy stuff that I have here. Some premium software is so good they work on all laptops too. I have no idea if 2D or 3D uses more. I have used the 2D model once for a Halloween special, and I did have absolutely no lag, so I would say 3D uses more. At least the software for 3D that I use uses way more. From my experience. But maybe it's just because my model is unoptimized. This one is... There is a reason I'm making a model version 2, not only because it will look better, but this one is so unoptimized, it's disgusting. Most of the power goes to the tracking. You think? I'm guessing. I'm not sure. I use the phone for tracking now. I have no iPhone, so... Yeah. I'm stuck with my webcam, I'm guessing. If I use webcam, computer would explode. I was using webcam for the 2D though, as well, so... Tracking is moving your model around. Yeah, but you think that the tracking uses most of the power? I'm guessing, yes. I'm guessing that uses a lot of power, yes. Even though, if I only use my tracking software, and not the one that has the special effects, like this one. Ouch, by the way. That is also not taking that much resources off. So I'm guessing like every step involved adds a certain percentage to the requirements, so to speak. And the more stuff I actually put on top of that, the worse it gotten over time. That's why I want to like a clean, fresh start with everything. See how it would work out. If your model wasn't tracked and it was standing still without turning its neck here and you just move it around with your mouse, you'll see the difference. Probably, I don't know. That is no solution though. I mean, at that case I can stream with a PNG too, right? Then I can just turn the model off if I'm not moving it at all. I need a solution that works. I need a solution that works. And my specs should not be the big problem. Even worse, it would be the model. Too many parts. I think my model is unoptimized. As I said, I'm working on a version 2, and I can tell you I will optimize that one better, but it's far from finished. I had a friend who had switched to PNG for some games. Recently, I have a backup plan where I also like switched to a still for, or a Discord reactive image even, for a few games that I had. Because a lot of games where it's optimized, I have not a big problem. The problem is the games where you don't have a way to limit their FPS. And therefore the game is hogging all the resources from your PC. And then there's nothing left for the VTubing software. And then everything starts lagging. That's a big problem. recently that I'm noticing on, especially on indie games that are free, which have been some that I've been playing recently because of financial situation. They have this problem most of the time. Most of the like AAA games had better optimization. Not all of them, mind you. There have been some bad eggs, but most of them behaved. I need gummy bear. Me hungry. Model the issue then. Yeah. I'm not changing anything up from it though. Because I said I'm working on version 2 and that one is gonna be better. Gummy bear bat. No, gummy bear yummy. Or whatever that was. I don't think that was a bear. I think it was a chameleon. Bad for teeth. I know. I'm aware. What isn't bad for me though? Everything I eat is basically poison. Leave me with my happiness. But yeah. When I switch software up and get the new model, I hope everything is running more smoothly. And if it's not, well, then I can't change anything anymore, can I? At least then I tried. I mean, this model is like super old. How old is this model? Wait. Let me have a look. I'll look it up. How old it is. Give me a quick second. 2 years now. It's 2 years old. And weirdly enough, it looked worse at first. Because the first time I was using it, I was using it with different shading. And it looked so bad. Now that I'm looking back on it, it looked so super bad. Well, what can you do? It looked way better once I changed the shading up at the very least. I got a different tracking software that had different shading on it. But soon it's time to say goodbye to this one. Because it's getting a little old. I know most people order their models, so they're getting way more models and way faster. But I have to do all my models myself, so it takes some time. The more stuff I have on my life, the longer it takes. And currently with all this movement stuff going on, it's progress has been super slow. And I had to restart at one point because I had a mistake that I couldn't solve. So it was easier starting from scratch at that one point. Ah, you also do modeling. And you understand what a pain in the ass it can be sometimes. Especially since how to put it? I have a hard time admitting defeat. And I try to be perfectionist, which is really bad. Because most of the time I have an idea in my mind. And I want that to be perfectly done, the way I have it envisioned. But if technical problems come up, and it doesn't work the way it does, I get frustrated. And I just can't leave it in about 80% working or like 80% looking the way I want it. State it needs to be 100%. Took me 5 days with 2 days of sleep. Well, then you're working fast, I'm guessing. I mean, this model alone here took me, I think, a month to do. But not like only a month. Like a month with the time slots that I had in the month. Which is not too much. Which is probably like 2 times a week for like two hours. Or something. And now on the 2.0, I think I'm already almost work in a year. Also, just with tiny slots, time slots. Used to make him for VR chat. Yeah, in VR chat I also like created a few models for myself back in the day, but there it was more like stitching stuff together, you know, not like from the very base, like I do now. It reminds me that probably all my VR chat models would need a rework by now, because everything in VR chat now is way different than it was back then. Hey there, Vizzy. Thank you very much for the health check. How you doing? Yeah, I'm drinking. It's hot. This is already like my 3rd big glass of water here. Mine is the old they're uploaded, but I have no access to them. I should still have access, but I'm not even sure if they're usable anymore. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing way better than the last 2 weeks. I was super sick. Going through heat wave again? Yes, I am dying. It's so freaking hot, and it will stay for the whole week. I don't know how to survive here. I'm just sitting here, I'm sweating, doing nothing. It's disgusting. It's I don't want this. So yeah. I would take some cold weather now, please. How do I appease the rain gods? Do I need to make sacrifices? Because I certainly would. At this point. I'll let the winter come in. I think I would be okay with it just being autumn. Doesn't need to be winter, but I mean winter would also be nice. Don't look at me. You're not the rain god. Need to make sacrifices somewhere else. Need to sacrifice rats. I mean, I sacrificed a lot of rats. Nothing happened. Even though I didn't play Vermintide in quite some time. Okay. Plan form. Need to kill rats to appease the gods. You're not the sacrifice? Are you sure? Are you sure? Sorry. I know. By the way, are you hearing the alerts? Because I certainly am not. I changed something about my headsets earlier. Okay, you're hearing it. At the very least, you're hearing it. I have to click on it to hear it, which is weird. It should autoplay. How do you send a link? You're not sending a link in my chat. You can send it on Discord if you like. I'm not sure why I'm not hearing anything. I think it has to do with... Let me guess. Properties. Blurb monitoring. I think that's it. Always turns that on and off for some weird reasons. Allow link. Blurb is a moderator. That's why Blurb can't do that. It's a bot. The bot is allowed to do it. I'm also allowed to do it, I'm guessing. Yes, the moderator has such power. If Caffel were here, he could also do that. Pretty sure he can. Send you the link. Yeah, it's just a protective matter. You know. Links in chat sometimes not the best. Otherwise, Stream Elements bot is getting wild. But yeah, I'm running out of topics at this point. The only thing I know is that I want cool weather again. The only thing I live for right now. I don't want to feel its wrath again. No, no, no. It's very bad. I don't know why I deleted all the messages, so don't ask me. I'm gonna have a look into it later. But somehow, I'm not quite understanding everything behind that. I can only go by what the interface tells me. I sent 1. It deleted 10. I think it deleted more than 10. Pretty sure. But yeah, I'm gonna have a look. Maybe they made things a little more strict there on the bot. I haven't looked into the management in quite some time. Into the filters. Or however you put it. It is set out to 30-second timeout. But I have no direction over what else it does. Want me on Gartic Phone? No, I'm not playing Gartic Phone right now. I had enough Gartic Phone for my lifetime. Also, I'm very bad at drawing. I'm not good. Yeah, it doesn't have any... Okay, the chatbot does not have anything where I can input how many messages it deletes. Nope, there is nothing. Timers, management, commands. No. Quite weird. Maybe it just always does all messages? Exclude maximum timeout, timeout time, time amounts. Okay, I have no idea. No, there's no option there. I looked into it. There is no option. Maybe I'm gonna Google it later. It's been an hour. I mean, for me, it's been 2 hours. More than 2 hours. Yeah, time flies, I'm guessing. I'm basically in a daze. It just, I don't remember anything after this. It just, like when you're talking when you're having a fever, that's when it's heat. When it's hot for me, I'm just I'm finding the best streams, but I'm not doing anything. I'm just talking. I'm doing absolutely nothing. I'm so lazy today. I just wanted to exist. After like 2 weeks of not streaming, I just lazy nothingness. Even though I still have a German stream planned that I still haven't done yet. Maybe I should do that at some point. Maybe next week. Interaction more appealing than anything. True. That's true. I'm just not the most interesting person for interaction. I'm just... Yeah. There's not much going on with me. I know. Just too normal, I'm guessing. And at the same time, too weird in other aspects. I'm not sure. Maybe it's been 2 hours. Yeah, and I didn't say much in those 2 hours. I mean, I have 3 things that I maybe said. Other than that, I'm complaining about the weather a lot. I sound like a weird person that you meet on the street. Like, how's the weather today? Have you seen those clouds? Normal person would already run out. I think I already did run out. I'm just blabbering. I've lost all reason. Looking up what? Looking up? Or looking it up? I'm confused. My brain can't think. I think it already melted. That's just the way it happened. Oh, at the clouds you mean? Well, I'm on the inside, so I can't see outside, but I'm pretty sure... Wait. There is a webcam in my city. Webcam. Oh, those are old pictures. Ah, wait, here's an accurate one. Nope, no clouds. Just stinking old sun all day long. It's no wonder it's so hot. I'm boiling. Stinking boiling. Yeah. The weather is telling me everything's dying. I got over freaking 33 degrees here. Celsius, all the way. I'm not sure what is that in Kelvin. The most Sigma metric system. I'm used to saying all my temperatures in Celsius. It's just a matter of what you're used to. Yeah, but I still have no like quick thing. I could simply, you know. Yeah, that's 100 then. But it's not that hot, right? I mean, fire is, but not the outside. I'm not having a sense of what inclines from like first sight. If I see like 20 degrees Celsius, I am instantly having a recognition on how warm that is. For the other, I need to think, and thinking doesn't work that well at the moment. My brain is busy not dying. Thinking is not my strong suit in heat. Or like in general. But we're not talking about that. I know I'm a dum-dum. But no, you know about Kelvin. I think I learned that in school, but I buried that memory deep down with all the other useless information I never needed anymore. At least not quite as useless as the imaginary number stuff that we learned in in math. That was more useless. Stuff that you never actually need in real life. At least unless you're a special case that goes into very weird yeah. Job group. Your best subject? My best subject? I'm not sure what my best subject was, actually. Did I have one? I mean, somehow I always gotten good grades in a lot of subjects where you can like actually like just have to memorize useless facts. You know? Like biology, for example, and stuff. Math, I think it was okie dokie. Language was what okie dokie. Art was okie dokie. The only thing I was absolutely terrible at... No, the only two things I was absolutely terrible at. There were actually two things, yes. The only two things I'm absolutely shit at is geography. Because I was just not interested in anything. I didn't care where stuff is. what a river in China is called. I did not care. And the other thing I was absolutely bad at in school was Latin. Time for a quick test. No, I'm an adult now. Nobody can ever test me again. Nobody can ever do that to me again. I don't need any more tests. Never, never, ever again. Yeah, Latin was so bad that I almost, yeah. I almost didn't pass in Latin. But nice teacher was nice and was helping me out. So I passed barely over the line. And I was so glad when that was over. And then now I don't want to see Latin ever again. No test. I never want to see any math ever again. Nowadays I'm also, to be honest, nowadays I'm also using my calculator for like everything. For everything. I gotten so lazy. Even if I know the answer, I'm still gonna use the calculator just to make sure. like a lazy person. Ow. God, do you know the feeling when it's so hot that your feet are hurting? When you're just sitting around doing nothing? School systems don't understand how far we have moved. Even though I was pretty good at those subjects because I have an easy time memorizing things, I think the most dumb subjects are the ones where you have to just blindly remember stupid facts. Because at the end of the day, what do I care about these? And if I care, I can just look it up. So it's so pointless. We learn history when we're... I mean, learning history, I think it's good, like, to get a general sense of what happened in the past. Like, just very general. Very, very in the general sense. And understand why it happened, to learn from, like, the past to move on into the future. But what I don't understand about history is all of this learning about the dates. When did it exactly happen? Tell me if it was on a Monday. Tell me if it was at 12 or at 6. Kind of like that. Like, why go into so much detail? Nobody cares. Or like the names of people. It's also not that important, but a general sense of why things have happened in the past. Like, very, very, very general thing. That's not too bad in my book. But the detail is too much. I care when they make me read it and write it down. Yeah, and exactly remember the dates. That's the worst part about history lessons. I mean, it's so bad that it even happened in subjects where you didn't even care about that. Like, in art, you're like, finally, the subject where I can just relax and do art. No, now like, okay, here I have this list of famous artists, when they were born, when they went to school. I don't know. When they ever thought about, today I'm painting a sunflower. Here, remember the dates and then we're gonna have a test on it. That's so crazy. Like, I'm pretty sure that at least 80% of the artists that I learned facts about would be offended that this is what I learned about them. Like when they were born or stuff like that. How often do you stream? Usually I stream on Tuesday and on Thursday. You can click on schedule, it should tell you there. Always like in the afternoon. I know it's not much, but that's what I can arrange at the moment. And with all the money situation going on, I'm happy that I can arrange at least this. Because I have been thinking about actually like having to, like, you know, work at these hours to help out with not being so broke as I am, but At the moment, I'm still sliding through, like barely, you know? So I haven't had to do that yet. Gladly. Would be a little sad otherwise. But yeah, for Thursday, I really need to think about what I'm streaming, because another just talking without doing anything, I'm not sure if I'm gonna have enough topics for that. Maybe a little bit, but sometimes it's easy when you have somebody to talk to, but if what most of the time happens if there's like nobody at all in chat, it's really, really hard. Like, just keep talking about myself when like literally not much happens in my life. You should host a game night sometime. I did want to host a VR chat meeting at one day, but nobody was interested, so I canceled. That's what happened. Yeah. I did play some Vermintide at some point with some people. And I also played Warframe with people at one point. It was interesting. It's always a little bit chaotic, you know, because there's like limited slots. Organizations are always a little finicky on that. Who declines VR chat game nights? Wasn't even a game night. It was much more like a just meeting and chatting. Nobody was interested. They were all like, "Oh, VR chat. Ugh, it's ugh. Not want to do that." I don't know. They didn't want to. I don't know. I mean, at the moment, I can totally understand. At the moment, I also wouldn't do a VR chat thing, because at the moment I put that thing on, my head would be melting, because that's hot. Everything else is hot. I would just be collapsed. But I mean, I asked, and there it was. I think it was in winter, actually. Use an AC. It costs money. It costs money. What part about I am broke don't you understand? I have a fan that we'll have to do. That's better than nothing. Don't be sorry, I'm just... It is the way it is. I've gotten used to it by now. Honestly, the thing I'm worried about is that I can't just buy every game that I want to. Game night should be fun. Yeah. Also problem is to decide on a game to play then, because everybody has such different tastes. At least that's what it feels like. I mean, already when I'm trying to play a horror game here, everybody's like, "Nah, it's too scary." I'm like, come on, it's just harmless fun. So, I'm not sure. Not everybody has the same taste. And not everybody has the same game. And a lot of people also play on like console instead of PC. And then some games do not have crossplay, which is in this modern day and age a real shame if you ask me. But I don't know, some devs think it's not as important somehow as it is. I don't know. And that's always things you have to consider for things. Or level difference. Because as I can tell you from the Vermintide 2 thing that I did, if you want to start a map, but then you see that one person only can play the first map, and then you have to go back to the first map, and other people are getting bored, while the other person is like overwhelmed. It's a bit of a problem to manage. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's fun, but it's a little stressful. If people are not all on the same level, and you have to like balance out between pleasing everybody. Act accordingly. And the problem is, as I said, it's not that many. I know it looks like there's some people in my Discord, but most of them will probably not have time if I asked. That's just the way it is. And first, I need to have time too. It's a little bit of a problem currently. I have so many appointments coming up because of the house thing. Like, massive, massive amount of appointments. And also, I'm invited to somebody's wedding too next month, so that's gonna be fun. God, there's so many things on my calendar. Like, the previous, like last year or the year before that, I had basically no appointments. Except the, the surgery I had once. But this year, it feels like every third day I have an appointment. Get settled and streaming gaming would be more relaxing. Yeah, it should be once once all the stuff has been dying down a bit. Maybe I can ask for another VR chat meeting then. Maybe people will want to show up. I've been to one though, of a friend. That was nice. Because I was invited. And they had like way more people like actually coming to theirs. So it was really nice hanging out with people. But maybe not me as the center. Maybe that's working better. I've not been the most center of attention at stuff, so I'm guessing most people would rather go into the VR meeting with a more outgoing person. Looking forward to what you will accomplish. You mean nothing? I'm sorry. Maybe people want to do that. I'll wait for that invitation though until things heat-wise have calmed down. So maybe in 2 weeks from now, I think then we should have nice weather. There's always something. It's not like I haven't been meeting up with 1 or 2 people in private on VR chat. It's just not that many of them. Also, VR chat has its own problems, of course. You can't go with like a private avatar, because everybody's gonna steal your avatar then. So the thing you can do is just go with a public avatar. And the funniest thing about that is, as I mentioned, I didn't play VR chat for a long time, and recently I went to this meeting of another person. And I arrived there and I'm like, oh, I need to get a public avatar ready. And all my public avatars, except like 2 weird ones, were no longer available. I'm like, I don't have time, I'm already late. So I had to go with a weird one. God, that was a weird experience. Not gonna lie. You do see a lot. Shame on you. Shame, shame, shame. Do not rip avatars. That's not good. People spend a lot of work. Yeah, well done. I can't resist. You filthy criminal. Talking about your future stuff. What future stuff? I won't change much, I'm guessing. At least, I think. Yeah, maybe if I have more time and more chill. You can never know what will happen. For now, the only thing I can think of is I want this all to finally be in the bag. No longer like in this state of maybe it will happen, maybe it won't work out. I just want it to be done. You know? Even if I have a lot of work to do. Like, for example, like painting some walls and stuff. At least then I have like a list on what I can like put down and do one after the other. But the state of maybe I'm gonna get the place, maybe I'm not gonna get the place, who knows? It's been going on for way too long, and I have had a look at way too many places that I didn't get in the end, and it's kind of disheartening after a while, actually. You get into the state where you don't even want to like visit a place anymore and like look at it, because you're like, the next thing that looks cool and I'm never gonna get. It's full of sadness. It's a little stressy. Yeah. And my health situation is also not like the best. So that on top. Makes things a little bit gloomy. But things are also looking up. Trident Valley always gets summer. Yeah, but it's also very nerve-wracking. Like, after some time, your brain just goes into a defensive state. Because you're so done with it. Like, the first times I was asking, like, so many questions about the places, and I'm like, oh, this is the floor layout. Let's put already some, like, imaginary stuff, furniture in there, how it would look like and stuff, and, like, now I'm like, show place. Looks okay, yeah, I apply. Please. I don't care. I'll think about everything once I actually do get a yes. I'm not thinking about anything anymore. I don't have that kind of energy in me anymore to do that for every single place that I try out. And that doesn't work out in the end. Because somebody else is getting it. And the thing that's stinky about that the most is that most of the time, a silly investor is getting the places. That just leaves them empty because it's a money multiplication or investor thing. It's so sad. It sounds like a sad love story. Me and my never achieved home. Forever alone. No matter how much I like him, somebody else will take him. Aww. Well, at least love-wise, I'm good. I can't complain there. I'm good. At least at that point, I have something and it's perfect. Everything good. I'm happy. But yeah, a home would be nice. Home is also important. But yeah, sad love stories always get me. I do enjoy those. I do enjoy those dramas a little bit sometimes. I'm not one to watch like these drama telenovelas and stuff, but I do love a nice romantic story, like maybe a Disney movie. I love that. Marriage when? Why? Why you ask? Why is that important? Can people not be happy? Is that a cliche, by the way? I am not a big fan of like these cliches of you have to have the exact life plan that everybody else has. It is important. Next, you're telling me that kids is an important topic. Because definitely, nope. Definitely not. I can swear you one thing, I'm never gonna have kids. Oh, you mean it's clear? Yeah, somebody that agrees. Because if I hear another thing about you need to get married and then you need to get a house and then you need to have kids, I'm gonna puke. I'm telling you. Let me have my own life. Stop telling me what to do. I'm gonna live my own life. I don't want to hear it anymore. And also, I hate it when your relatives tell you that you need to finally learn how to drink coffee. And when you tell them you're allergic, they don't care. They're like, but an adult must drink coffee. And you're like, they don't care. They would kill me. They don't care. If it doesn't work out, she just take 50%. But wouldn't I be the she taking the 50%? I'm taking the 100%. But yeah, I think people should find their own happiness, right? No! Yes, all mine. There is not much, but... no, I'm not sure. Yeah, people are always making like these. The weirdest thing is that I know some people that you can definitely tell that they're just going after this plan because they think they have to. Like, they're living the life this way because they are expected to do so, and then they're unhappy, and it's so sad to watch each and every time. Especially then when things break up and then they're getting divorced, and then the kids have to deal with like this divorce shit, and it's just not very nice. Then rather they should stay just single. happy single life. Relax. No, I'm not relaxing anymore. Okay, I relax. All good. I've ranted enough. I ranted enough. All good. I'm good. Nobody forcing me to do anything. It's okay. But yeah, but I'm gonna take an ice bath. Not too cold. I think you can get a shock if it's too cold, right? Right? I mean, maybe I'm just dumb. But I think if you're going in too cold water, you're getting a shock. Or you can get a shock. I think the best thing actually is to go into like lukewarm, not that like just room temperature water. I'm young and healthy. I'll be fine. I would die. Not if you're overall healthy. Yeah, careful. Thanks for reminding me that I'm not. I know. Yeah, I think I wouldn't be able to do that. Ice bath is close to 0. Yeah, I think I would die from that. I mean, room temperature or a little under room temperature, let's say like 10 degrees or something. That's okay, but close to 0. I think that would shock me. At least if you're going in full body. Like doing a little bit of like cold water over the feet, that's good, but body experiences an initial small shock that will get your heart rate up. Not if you prepare and meditate to breathing techniques. I will get ready for the ice cold water. No, I think for me it wouldn't work because my weak heart wouldn't take it. I'm pretty sure about that. But yeah, I'm a special case. If your heart is broken. Oh, heartbreak. No. I know how you meant that physically. Yeah, my heart is not working like correctly. I have a weak heart, so I'm guessing that would be deadly for me. I got a bath freezer. So you're freezing. Wait. Whoa. You put that thing in and it makes the water cold? Is that what a bath freezer is? Or what is a bath freezer? I need info. I have no idea. Bath freezer. Pictures. Oh, it's like it's a tub that is basically a freezer, so you can go in, right? Can go down to -20. In case you want to die more, or what? That looks interesting, at the same time very scary. Also, is it scary that it has more space than my current bathtub? Most of them. Also, these look like the typical American freezers that you see in all movies. Like, it 100% looks that. I can't handle it much. I believe you. I couldn't even handle 0. America future when it comes to dying. Yeah, they are top notch in dying. Or killing as well. But let's not talk about that. That's sad. Okay, I should stop looking at pictures of ice, of bath freezers. Let's close this. I got lost in the pictures, I'm sorry. It looked so interesting. You're dreaming. No, I was just thinking about if it goes to -20, like it's then ice, right? Ice cubes. It's no longer water, right? I mean, if it's that cold, you can't get in, because, I mean, you would have to shovel a hole out of it and then shovel yourself back in. Oh, you add salt. Oh, I get it. Yes, okay, I get it now. See, mystery solved. That's what I wanted to know. You dream of a nice cold shower. I can have a nice cold shower when I want to after stream. But the first thing I need to do is after stream is cooking, and that's gonna be warm, and I'm not liking it. But everybody else will probably be hungry, so I'll have to do it. If you keep it in motion, it can't crystallize either. Like you have like a big stirring device on top, like it's a cooking pot, a self-stirring cooking pot, and you are the ingredient. Congratulations. Don't think it would be comfortable. I mean, technically, if you make it half of a bubble bath, if you make it bubbly, get in a giant Thermomix. As long as it doesn't have a cutting function. Okay, now we're going into weird territory. Throw a bath bomb in -20. Actually, I'm gonna have to be honest. I think I never used the bath bomb. I know the principle. I know how they work. But I never used it myself. I'm a just water kind of person. Just water. Water is enough. Cultured. I don't know, like... Most of these are like chemical nightmares. So stinky. I have the same problem with a lot of shampoos too. Like, they're way overdoing it with the perfuming of all of that. Like, can't you just give me nice, clean, non-smelly like honey or bacon? What the heck? I have seen the weirdest stuff out there. Or what do you milk? Or roses? Like, nah. No. Too much. My favorite thing is submerging my ears so everything becomes quiet. Can that not be too disturbing on the ears when you do that for like too long? My ears are sensitive. If I like put them underwater for too long, I would probably get an ear infection. You know. But yeah. Then again, my ears. When do I not get an infection on something? My immune system is basically non-existent. As long as you keep horizontal, no water can enter in. Well, maybe I'm doing it wrong then. My ears are always wet. Doesn't matter. If I'm just bathing, showering, they always get way too wet inside. When you ever put a glass upside down underwater. I know what you mean, but why are my ears not doing that then? Or more like, why do they still get infected? Long ass allies. You mean that's the problem? I mean the inside is the same, right? Only the outside is different. Da-da. You move your head. Yeah, that's probably it. I can't hold my head still. I'm gonna be honest. That's just what happens. You know, washing long hair is also not that easy. The longer the hair, the more effort the washing takes. In my experience. And my hair is super long, so... it takes quite a while and effort to wash it. And yeah. Of course I can't keep my hat still the whole time. Or... I never thought about it that way. Maybe I'll try next time to just keep it more still and see how it works. You know? If that helps. No promise, but it might work. Hey, somebody joined the Discord. Is that you, by the way? Somebody joined. I'm just checking now. That red dot was kind of getting to me. Yay! Everybody's weirded out who joined. There you go. It's just when I'm streaming, my Discord is somehow weirdly half disabled. That's normal, I think. So I'm not getting any pop-ups. And no sounds. And everything is somehow shortened, all names and everything. For some weird reason. But I think it's for protection purposes. Because some people accidentally like short their Discord on stream and then you're not exposing everything. Something like that. Ugh, my voice. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. I think I've been talking for too long. It's been 3 hours now. I'm no longer used to that much speaking. It will take some time to get used to it again. But yeah, thank you, things past their limits. My voice has a limit, yes. And sadly that is hit very fast. I can't deny. Okay. But I'm gonna soon have to end the stream. Does anybody have any ideas who we should raid? Any suggestions? I have a few people online, so that's not the problem. But maybe somebody has a different idea. I'm like what? Ooh, only one that's online. I know it's a weird time. I got somebody doing art. They mostly speak in Japanese though. It's if that's not a problem. Then I have somebody playing Shibuya Scramble, which I don't know what it is. It looks interesting though. I have no idea what it is. I have somebody playing Jagged Alliance 3. I don't know what Jagged Alliance 3 is. Anybody have any ideas? And somebody playing Medieval Dynasty. So, any... how you saying? Favorites among these? It's a tactical pew-pew game? You mean Jagged Alliance 3 is a tactical pew-pew? Top down, move your boys. Move your boys! Boy. Pick a random one. I'm gonna do what I'm doing best. I'm making a poll. And I hope nobody that is picked just goes offline as soon as I try to raid, because that happened the last few times. I hope I'm typing that right. You can take all the typos. You can keep them. There, you can keep all the typos that I do. There. 1 minute poll. Have fun. I don't care. Da 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 da. But yeah, I'll try to think of something we can play on Thursday. And I hope I'm not getting sick again. And I don't want to jinx anything. But if everything goes as planned, I want to maybe do the German stream next Tuesday. Maybe do I have... wait, no. Next Tuesday I won't be here. Dang it! Another appointment. Then next Thursday. If it works out. Like full German? Yes, exactly. Maybe next Thursday will work out. I'll talk about it on the Discord. Great, yeah, now you made it 50-50. What am I supposed to do now? Go to random.org and decide? Should I go to random.org and decide? Great. Works out perfect. Okay, I'm going to random. None of the randomizer has to do it. If you can't... If you can't take one, then the randomizer will have to do. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Shibuya Scramble. Okay. Then... Give me a second. To open that up. There we go. Right. There. Ooh. There we go. Raid has been created. Okay. Okay. I'll send you over there. And I'm gonna make some food because I'm hungry. Everybody else here is probably hungry. And what can I say? It's late. Yeah, I'll think of something we can do on Thursday, and probably next Tuesday I won't be there, but I'll tell you on time. Because I might be, maybe, on a family birthday, but I'm not sure. Depends on if they like do it on that day, or if they invite on another day, or if they don't invite me at all. Well, we'll see. But with that, I thank you all for being here today, for keeping me company. And I hope I see you all again next time. Bye-bye!